Good evening. This evening I'm bringing on Anna, who is going to talk us through her retreat in Greece. So Anna, are you there? Let's see if you can come on. Hello, hello. So Anna has a retreat, and it's not your usual retreat. There you go. Send request. This is exciting. Technology's working. Hi. Adding. It says I'm adding you.
Finally, I'm here.
Yay! You did it.
Finally.
How are you, Anna?
Yes, hello. Nice. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you for coming and taking time out of your day to are you show us a bit of Greece sunshine.
Oh, yes, I can show you the view from my window. Here we are.
Look at that.
Yes, here is the house.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I can go outside, in fact. Yes, here is my olive grove.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Splendid. That is amazing.
Yes.
So I was saying when I did my first live a couple of seconds ago, the best part of me niching in retreats is that I get to speak to people like yourself who are
Oh,
doing,
thank you.
you know, some absolutely amazing retreats. They're all going on my list of places to go and things to do, and yours is very, very, very unique.
Oh, thank you, Portia.
So just tell us like what your retreat is about.
My retreat is about holistic approach to health. As a holistic doctor, I have worked with so many patients who just were where they were because of lack of basic knowledge. And it's actually so simple to keep healthy. It's easier to keep healthy than to get out of disease that we basically create.
So prevention
By
is better than
eating.
the cure.
Yeah. So my retreat is about healthy food, nature's healing powers. Like I have these hot springs in Edipsos that are absolutely amazing. And my olive grove, my view, the whole thing is my food as well. And my knowledge of Russian holistic medicine, that's what I offer. And we do breathing exercises, and we do yoga, and we do meditations, and yes, preventative medicine. So it's not like basic general yoga thing. It's more like it's more educational.
Yeah, I saw, and when we chatted, you were talking. I mean, one thing like just pops into my mind is when you talked about something as common as toothpaste.
Yes.
You know, I have friends. I've got a friend who swears by brushing her teeth just with bicarbonate of soda.
Yes. Exactly. So do I.
And like I've heard as well other things like, you know, all the products that we just buy in the supermarket from shampoo and creams and you kind of teach that on your retreat as well, or all the things that?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Like, you know that breast cancers, they found traces of deodorants, and that's like the biggest thing. You can use hydrogen peroxide instead of deodorants, and then you will clean your lymphatic system as well. So and if you do soda toothpaste, you start using it instead of using normal toothpaste, you will be alkalining your blood through under tongue vein as well. So for example, I had a patient long time ago and she had insomnia. She couldn't sleep for 6 months. So what I did, I removed toothpaste and she put propolis on the back of her tooth, and she cleaned her thyroid and she started sleeping and nothing helped before.
Wow.
Yeah, I teach and preach everything natural.
Amazing. So, I mean, can anybody come on your retreat, or is it somebody?
Absolutely. I prefer people who are focused on becoming more healthy, because if you are not prepared, you can still come to my retreat, but you will not get as much value from it. Most my patients are very keen to adopt new lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for example, like, you know what's the biggest killer in food? It's not even sugar. It's these oils, like rapeseed oil, palm oil, which is everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Whatever biscuits you buy, it will have palm oil in it because it's cheaper.
Yeah, I've seen that on the ingredients. Yeah, I mean, I don't use it for cooking. I use olive oil.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
use on my skin. I use a lot of castor oil.
Oh, that's great. I mix custard, or I mix castor oil with, I make my own oils as well, like black seed, linseed, mustard, pumpkin oil. That will be offered to my guests as well. I have a machine, Sana Omega, and I buy organic seeds in bulk. And like number one antioxidant is black seed oil, cumin oil.
Wow.
And yes, we do, and we do bean to bar. Like I buy cacao beans, and we do sweets, and we make chocolates as well,
Oh,
without sugar, with honey.
yeah, yeah.
And I have such an extensive vegan menu. It's vegan menu, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
I forgot to mention. It's, if somebody is craving fish or meat, it's not a problem for me, but I try to stay on vegan menu.
And in your retreat, how many days is your retreat for?
It's 5 days. It could be longer.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can be shorter. It's normally like a long weekend, and we can make it as long as people want.
And is food included? You talked about you provide all the food.
Everything. In my retreat, everything is included.
Yeah.
It's food, it's accommodation. Oh, accommodation is absolutely, it's gorgeous. It's my friend's hotel that is 800 meters away from me, and it's right on the beach. It's like 10 meters from the beach. You can hear the waves.
Wonderful.
Yes, the hotel is absolute star, and yeah, people love it.
So where is it? Is it in, like, on mainland Greece?
We are basically an island that has a bridge, so we are northern area. If you imagine, if you know Greece, you imagine the center of Greece, Mount Olymp and Meteora, and like we're almost opposite the Mount Olymp, slightly towards south.
Lovely.
And Yes, and we could organize during this season. We could organize trips to Meteora, which are monasteries. This is like the most amazing place in the world. These are monasteries in the mountains, and we could organize trips to islands like Skiathos and Skopelos. And we have amazing beaches around the island where we go as well. So my car, which is 5-seater multivan, and if there are 10 people, we can accommodate up to 10 people. 10 people is actually ideal number.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Jeep as well, so we have 2 cars.
Wonderful. So
Mm-hmm.
why did you start these retreats? I mean, is it something that you've been doing for a long time? Have you done it? Was it a recent thing in life? What's the story behind it?
Oh, you know, when I was working in, I was actually trained by a holistic doctor, by a very prominent Russian doctor who sent Gagarin into space, imagine. And yes, and I was so fortunate that I had eczema at the age of 18, and I didn't know what to do with it. And I just cleaned my liver. I went to him, to his clinic. I cleaned my liver. I basically stayed on buckwheat and herbs for a few weeks, and everything was gone. And doctors predicted the whole life on hormones. I didn't have skin on my hands. I was in a car accident as a child, so that's why I was a bit ill when I was 18. So I wasn't well. We don't use the word ill or sick. We say not well. So, and then I went to this doctor, and this doctor, he was traditional surgeon who was diagnosed with cancer at the age of 50 and was given 2 months to live. And he died when he was 93. And people who predicted gave him 2 months to live, they died way before him. And he's super famous in Russia, and I think he's even famous. He was translated into English, I think, Ivan Neumovakin. So when I came to work in his clinic, his first criteria is you have to be healthy. You can't be a doctor unless you are healthy.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it makes sense. You can't, now you go to dietitian who is 100 kilogram plus, and they are teaching you how to how to be healthy. So yes, and so he checked me and he said, okay, you're healthy, you can work for me. And I worked for him. That's where my knowledge comes from. So to answer your question, it's a bit long-winded answer, sorry about that, but to answer your question, I decided when I was seeing patients at his clinic and later at another clinic, when I learned visceral therapy. Visceral means stomach in Latin, so I do stomach correction. So when I saw patients and I just did stomach correction, I gave nutrition advice, and I realized that people, it's too many elements. There are too many elements to health, and I can't explain it in 1 hour that I have with a patient. So I decided to, so people were asking, and I decided to start doing these retreats back when I've been in London for 25 years now, but I was always going back to work in these clinics for 6 months at a time. And then I started organizing these retreats on a weekend. So long weekend, we were just gathering at some countryside hotel, and I was just informing people, for one of a better word. I was just giving information that is really hard to find unless you know which questions you want to ask.
Yeah.
So I was just I was telling how to alkaline yourself, how to check if you are dehydrated, how to test yourself. We were doing assessments through just, you check the stomach. I check stomach, I look at the tongue, and I pretty much know what's wrong with you without even looking at blood tests, because my diagnostics comes before things start showing in the blood.
Wow.
Normally when you see bad blood work, it's normally too late. It's set up to, I don't know why, but it's kind of, in my opinion, it's set up when you are way far into the problem. I give another example. I had a neighbor, and he wanted to see how we're building the house, and our house is in the hill, inside the hill. So, and on top of the hill is the best view in the village. So he was walking up the hill and he was stopping, and he said, Anna, you're a holistic doctor, tell me why I can't walk up the hill fast enough and even slow. And I said, look, Hans, he was Austrian, and I said, look, your arteries are blocked, completely blocked. You're at risk of imminent heart attack or stroke, whatever hits you first. And you know what? He took my words very seriously. He went back to Austria, and he had a planned surgery. And he told me, doctors did all the blood work to check your theory, and they told me I am absolutely at no risk of any stroke. And they were driving back from Austria a few weeks later. And then I have a call from his wife, Bridget, and she's texting me, Anna, Hans didn't feel well in Saloniki. We went to the hospital and he died from heart attack. Imagine.
Wow.
So what I'm saying is that my kind of alternative traditional diagnostics. Oh, just a second. Vali, you burnt your pizza, you know this? Ah, okay. No, it's too late, it's burnt. Put it in the bin. Sorry about that. My husband wanted pizza exactly now. I can feel, yeah, I can feel the smell of burning pizza from the bedroom. So sorry about that.
A basic knowledge of, you know, a basic knowledge of the system, the human body. I mean, anybody just like normal who's not into necessarily all the holistic things, I mean, something like this would be ideal because it's such an eye-opener.
Exactly.
But you also can carry on. I know we had a chat and you said you can also carry on after the retreat and do like the coaching and so it's not just the 5 days, is it? You've got
no. I'm building a website now where I'm going to have my kind of book slash my knowledge and my advice published, and people who attended retreat, I'm not going to put it on Amazon, although I was advised and offered to put it on Amazon. So I will have people who attended the retreat will have lifetime access to my to my book as well.
Is that the pizza burning?
Yes, I know.
So
She can't do pizza.
you sound like you've
I don't eat pizza. I don't eat pizza. I apologize. That's my husband, who is the worst. He says, oh, you know everything. If something happens to me, you will fix me.
My children were born in Italy, and my eldest son, he has his own pizza business, and he makes his own, uses all the best ingredients, and it's the best pizza on the South Coast. But you sound like you've got a lot as well. So tell us about one of the what's your best place that you've ever visited and why?
My best place I ever visited, I would say Meteora in Greece. Meteora. If I can say two places, it's Mount Olymp and Meteora. I don't know, Meteora, it has such a special vibe, and you go up these monasteries and you feel like you are 1,000 years back.
I get that because I went to a monastery I've been to one in Italy, but the one that I remember, like it was quite a feeling, was one I saw in Spain when I was a teenager in a place called Montserrat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a different vibe in a monastery. So you've traveled. What about your favorite food?
My favorite food. Oh, I love all the fruits. Watermelons, melons. Um, I like hummus.
Oh, yeah.
Mm. I like hummus. I like big beans. This is very Greek. I like aubergines.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
Like all these grilled aubergines with the peppers
Yeah.
and obviously tomatoes. Oh my God, I love tomatoes.
I can just imagine the flavors of the homegrown stuff compared to what we buy in the supermarket here is just,
I bet you miss Italian food.
oh, I do. I do. Do. So where do
Yeah.
you see your business going in let's say the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, hopefully, I will have a big facility here. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Like a
We're
retreat
building.
center?
Ah,
Like a retreat center?
yes, I will have like a proper retreat center with sauna. So you know what sauna is, so therapeutic. Oh my God, you can just. Um, I had lymphatic cancer patients who started saunas and remove the toxins, and your body will recover itself. So all you need to do is just remove toxic food and all toxicity that we are surrounding ourselves with, like shampoos and deodorants and
It's a big life change though. I mean, you make it sound so easy, but I mean, I just go to the
is it?
supermarket and, like a shampoo that's on offer, and I'll just buy it because, I've got a family, so a big family pack, it's convenient, and food, I would have to go to, a farm and get the produce, or buy only organic. And I mean, I do cook from scratch, but I also work,
Mhm.
and it just seems like, I mean, I do try, but it just seems like it's just not enough. But it's hard to make that transformation, and I don't have
I
a
tell you
order.
something. Yes, you know what? I tell you something that like people who stay with me for 5 days, that's the whole point of the retreat. I make it easy. So people basically don't know what to cook and how to do it cheap. I'm such a cheapskate. You wouldn't believe. I'm very, very frugal and you know what? I honestly I don't even I think I spent, okay, I'm in Greece, but probably my whole food for a month is costing me around probably maybe 40 euros at most. Seriously, like €1 a day. How much is a plate of hummus? I don't know, 20 pence. How much is fruit? Okay, we're in Greece. If I want to eat avocados, it will be probably slightly more. If you want to add some exotic fruit like okay, if you want to add like papaya or mangoes, okay, it will be slightly more. Or pineapple. Okay, call it €3 a day, 100 a month.
Mm, mm.
And I'm going to get quails because eggs are very good. My friend has 200 sheep, and actually I diverted slightly from being vegan recently because her fat is so amazing. And when I buy for my husband and your yogurts as well, and they are amazing. And you know what? I diverted,
Yeah,
and now I'm kind of probably more vegetarian than vegan, but
my daughter
that's all I eat.
was vegetarian when she was in the UK, and now she's back in Europe. She's gone back to eating meat.
All right,
It's
yeah.
it is just, where it's coming from. It's not like the supermarket. It's her auntie who's got like sheep, and like you say, where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
you've got all this going on. How do you relax?
How do I relax? I actually relax a lot, like hugging my dogs. I go to my roof and see the view and listen to the nature. And every walk, every day we walk twice a day with doggies. And if they're on the leash and behaving, that's pretty relaxing.
That sounds like the perfect life. It just sounds wonderful.
I know I have to go to UK, unfortunately. We have to go because my husband has residency and he has to turn up every 2 years. And oh, by the way, Portia, maybe off the record, as a British passport holder, do you have to go every 2 years, 5 years? Or you don't have to go back at all? You can stay away for 10 years?
I understand on a British passport you can only stay away for 3 months a year. That's my understanding.
So when you lived in Italy, you stayed like 3 months a year away,
No,
but you lived in Italy.
that was all before Brexit, Anna.
No, I have residence. You have residency in Italy as well. So, after Brexit is different.
Yeah, before Brexit, I had residency in Italy and I could be
Uh-huh.
if I wanted. Now with Brexit, it's a lot more complicated. I can't just decide to go to Italy now and stay there for a year because with my British passport, I can only be away. I'm pretty sure the rule is 3 months a year. My daughter
No.
has her European documents,
Mm-hmm.
but she doesn't have her Italian passport yet. She's
Uh-huh.
back to the UK because if she comes back on her UK passport, she won't be able to go again because she's been out for more than 3 months of the year.
What, they take your British passport away?
I don't know what they do. I don't know even if I don't know how it works.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
The rules have changed a lot because
We can ask Jilly. She's going to lose her passport if she lives in Greece.
I don't know if you lose it or you just. I'm not sure what happens, but
Oh, it's interesting.
yeah, a lot of people in Britain had second homes in Spain that they used to
Mm-hmm.
spend, 6 months of the year, and they had to sell out because they can't spend 6 months there now. It's only 3 months. I'm pretty sure.
No, but this is because Europe doesn't allow them to be here, not because Britain doesn't mind. That's, I think, is the European country that is putting limitations.
I don't know, but that
I will double check.
would be the case then. If if I was to be in let's say in Greece now for 4 months, I would be an illegal there, I'm guessing.
Oh yes, you will be illegal in Greece, correct? But I have Greek resident. I'm Greek resident,
Uh,
so I'm legal here.
yeah.
But anyway, I probably will
When
double check and if you
when I left
yes.
Italy,
So
I
yeah.
I I then didn't have the residency. I left the residency. I didn't have
Ah,
I didn't have
oh.
nationality. I would have been able to stay in Brexit because my children were born there. I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't have sent me back and kept the children.
No.
Never know these days what they would have done.
Mm.
Mm,
Interesting.
mm, 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 mm. Yeah.
We'll come back to this subject when we are more,
I
when
would,
we have more information.
yeah. So
Yeah,
what would you say then
so
to close? Anybody's thinking of coming to your retreat?
yes, everybody is welcome. If you want to, if I can even try to try to put you on the right track to reverse cancers, diabetes, and depression is very easy. Insomnia, anxiety, blood pressure. So
Wonderful.
yeah, I've never been to doctors, by the way.
Sorry?
I never been to doctors.
Never been to the doctor?
No, I even had my son at home.
Wow.
No, never, honestly.
Yes.
I never been to doctors.
Hmm.
Even in London, I did my blood tests. Like that's the only reason for me. I just wanted to know if I like my blood work, because I was obviously nutrient deficient in London, presumably. So that's the only reason I went to doctors, to do my blood work.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I haven't been for a while.
Good for you.
No.
Don't go. Come to me.
Yeah, no,
I
no.
have Americans who actually reduced their insurance policy after coming here.
I remember in
So,
Italy as well, my children were always very healthy. I had a call from the pediatrician saying, well, we never see your children. Well, they're never ill.
oh, that's very good. That's yes.
Oh, well, thank
Mm.
you very much, Anna. Anybody who's watching who's interested in learning more about Anna's retreats in Greece, get in touch with me and we can sort out a quote, find out if you know how many days you're looking for. And like Anna said, the accommodation is included, the
Yes.
food is included.
Yes.
My travel agency, I can also sort out flights, airport lounges for any of our British guests. So yeah, thank you very much, Anna. What a lovely conversation.
Thank you, Porty, and I hope I see you here soon. You're very welcome.
You will see me there very soon. Yeah.
September, October are the best.
Yeah.
Even Christmas sometimes you can catch good weather if you go last minute, and we make sure there is no wind. You can enjoy yourself in hot springs in Christmas.
I don't need any convincing at all. You've got me hooked already. Thank you so much. It's such an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me. It was my pleasure.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.